and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off the fact that he can run it, throw it, and scares defenses every time he takes a snap.
Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they did.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Over the middle, it's complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Alexander Madison with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later, hey, it's game day again. But I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
Burrow on 3rd down. Slant pass to Boyd. And he's going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations. Quite the accomplishment. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. 2nd down at 5. Burrow looking to pass. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 30. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Again, it's Burrow. That's caught one more time by Boyd. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a...
He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Justin Jefferson. His 11th touchdown of the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by McPherson. Good, and the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
From the 27, Jackson completes it to Miller. He'll give him 4 yards there. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Room here to run. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. The Ravens had 8-5 to start play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
That one goes for 36 yards. That's how you run the screen right there. The defenders get out of place, and then there's a lot of room to maneuver for your running back.
That's because all the defenders, or I should say the bulk of the defenders, were chasing the quarterback. Great disguise, great fake, got the screen out there, turned into a large gain.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. A gain of 3, 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. On 2nd down, Hendricks. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Nice Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Jackson now. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. His 5th rushing touchdown on the year, number 7 overall. And the Ravens are back within a couple of the lead. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
They'll look to throw. And now he's going to go down. A big sack, and they're unable to tie it. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you've got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now it's Burrow. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. To the air again, Burrow. Now Gillisley loses it. It's out. But I think a Bengal player was able to get in there. He was. And they'll keep possession of the football. The fumble on first down now. Here's 2nd down. Here's Burrow. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter. fields it right around the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing is Jackson. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And he will have a Ravens first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. That's complete, left side to Bateman. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, Hendricks. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Up the middle they go. Hendricks. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And in for the Ravens touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Ravens have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone as that pushes the lead up to 6. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But, Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a two-point conversion differently than if it was first and goal from the 2, or I should say third and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Back to Mixon on first down. A solid stiff arm. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Burrow will throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Mixon. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. 3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Now it's Burrow. And he's got it. They are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. after the touchdown. McPherson on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Ravens heading out on offense as we look at the playoff picture in the AFC. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He's got the hook up to Miller. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Now Jackson. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Hendricks, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 29-yard line. Hendricks. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. From here, it would be a 45-yard field goal attempt, certainly in range, but they'll look for more yardage on 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as he'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Here's Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Here's a give up the middle. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken a lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
They'll give it to the fullback up the middle. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. Nothing fancy there on that 2-point try. Give it to the big boy and let him go to work.
That almost felt like sandlot football that we used to play, didn't it? Biggest guy on your team who can carry the ball, hand it to him and let him rumble.
Nobody picked me on the sandlot football team.
You were quarterback, and I know better.
I was the water boy. So Burrow and the Bengals down 28-21, 34 seconds to go. Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Complete to Boyd, and they will get the conversion on 3rd down, but the clock, a more pressing factor. To throw, Burrow. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Ravens, the final 3 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with the win. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they'll...
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, my swing the pendulum. If the gon' give us some, let's reflect times. I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb, to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a Renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me to my father. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature.
I'm the best, I'm the best, and I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get up, go, get up, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get off, go, get off, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold.
Yeah, that my Brooklyn go see Chirac, Southside, C12 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boy stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we were not to ride nobody with, we the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grrr,
trust, me taking no loss. We be the hottest on the scene. Gemstones from the dust. Big dog, but she leash. Where's the love in the streets? For my heart on the beat. See that blood on my sheets. Yeah, when me ready, me hit it heavy. I zoom out the pride of my people already. Them I see Ellie. Me, I'm just sharing my journey. I'm thankful that people they hear me. Tribe of Joseph, I'm ahead of the bunch. P5, I was starving for months. A running cuts in both of my pockets. Me need my DNA. And baby for life. Coffee call me a star before BBC. Don't take a lot to get rid of me. Me and them no get the same. Me and them no get the same. For I die, they gon' know who the name is. They say I move like I'm nameless. Cause I only go for the money bags. And I don't really wanna be famous. You know what's up. You know what's up. You don't pretend. You don't lie. You don't be gang. You know what's up.
Crazy, we going crazy. We at the top and we never gon' stop. Hop in a ghost, I'ma get swayzy. I just got off of the jet and I cry. My I win in a Alhamdulillah. I be on go cause I come from the shot. I'm shooting back, I ain't ducking no shots. Got power like Samson, I cut off the locks. Chirac, Tema, in the cut like I'm Fredo Santana. Buju back. Pigs, I don't eat swine. Son of Jacob.